are actually still really open in what they can actually pick as their last hero. So we'll see what they actually go for. Maybe they'll just decide after they actually see the last hero from Vega Squadron.
So those who are chatting, guys, we are aware that there's some issues with the mic audio, and we are working on that, as well as the video quality issues. So. Okay, so apparently we had to restart a few things. Hopefully it will be better. Rob says sorry. Apparently I'm still fucking loud. We'll try and fix that.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, please bear with us, guys. We are recovering from the hub, and I guess the cats got into things while we were sleeping. We went into hibernation. So all right, Vega, last pick here. They'll be looking for a mid hero, most likely.
But they play they play Ember mostly on the safe lane, so it'll be a mid
so it's
hero.
probably a Pasha Ember, and then yeah, there's your mid hero. TA. We've seen this TA quad matchup go both ways, WinteR. Seems like it largely just comes down to individual play more than anything else. Generally not heroes that get a whole lot of support help because they're pretty independent.
In this game, you don't actually see a support that can actually help the mid a lot, like a Wyvern or Skywrath. So I think it'll mostly be a 1v1 matchup. Maybe the Night Stalker would roam around and try to pressure the TA a bit at the start. But it'll be a last pick Omni Knight here for Alliance. It's gonna be a repelled PA linking into you with maybe a Guardian Angel to support him later. So the PA can be very aggressive in this type of game with the Omni Knight.
Okay, guys, so apparently when we made our last video, our GIF, to celebrate the dumpstering, we changed the video format, FPS as well as resolution, and we forgot to switch it back, so that is why the stream quality was god-awful. Apparently we are the ones who are back in the dumpster now, but we're going to try to crawl out of it. So thank you for bearing with us. And Alliance, WinteR, they round things out with an Omni Knight, repelled PA.
Yeah, very good versus TA and Ember, all the physical damage with the Guardian Angel. Might be a dual lane. I think it's definitely going to be a dual lane in NS. Omni Knight plus NS.
Oh, so stream goes down here. Hopefully it'll come right back up. Let's see. What is going on with my camera settings here? Dota, please. All right, WinteR, game 1, best of 3, Alliance versus Vega. Predictions.
I actually like Vega's lineup much more, but Alliance has a much more like niche pick with the Omni Knight. With the PA, they have this combination of heroes that allow the PA to be very aggressive with the vision from NS, a lot of protection from the Omni Knight, global sniping from the Ancient Apparition. So I think this PA has the potential to be very powerful this game with all the support he has.
Of course, Omni Knight not known for his powerful laning stage. That's where Alliance may need to move around a bit here to give Bulldog help.
He can actually have a decent laning phase though if he actually has help from the Night Stalker against the dual lane. I guess the task will be roaming. Disruptor is not very good versus 2 heroes. So the laning phase could actually be good for the Omni Knight if all goes well with the NS.
Yeah, but he'll definitely need that help. Not a hero that solos particularly well unless he's got an easy lane. So it's going to be Loda safe lane, it looks like. He's checking out the top rune here. Solo, Mosey's into position.
Wow, the lanes might be actually different though. Mag is actually at bottom. Pasha is actually top lane. They're actually going to try and dodge that lane. They don't want the Ember to go into the Omni Knight Night Stalker lane.
Do you think it's that, or do you think it's that they want to put pressure on Loda? Maybe both?
Maybe both, but I feel like Clockwork plus Trust can also put pressure on the PA. So I think it's more... Oh, Clockwork's in cover.
Just walks into the rune, and Alliance, we're ready. 4 heroes. Just blow him up.
Easy kill.
Yeah. He dropped the cogs, but it was... it was on top of the rune, so basically did not prevent them from hitting him when he
got the rune,
out.
it would have been probably worth it or even, I'd say.
Instead feeds us for a first blood, so he starts no tally. Already 400 gold in the bank. Gonna make things a bit trickier here for
Wow, they're actually gonna run the tri-lane, so they indeed want to pressure the PA. It's gonna be a tri-lane versus the PA, but they have 2 melee heroes in this lane. Actually Alliance also has 2 melee heroes, so it'll be fairly even. Solo's gonna get dove on here.
They're duking out a bit in the woods here. Nuts going in, getting aggressive. Solo. Bit up for Thunderstrike here off the bat. So a bit of harassment coming out from him. As we will in the end see an Omni Knight versus Clockwork 1v1 matchup, WinteR.
This lane might actually be good for... I think the important thing is Omni not getting knocked back by the power cogs to burn his mana. I think Omni can actually be very good versus the melee hero. Maybe you can actually get even a 1 point early with the repel. So you actually, when you get, in case you get trapped.
Top lane, action breaking out. Pasha gets smashed by my nuts. And now Sayoma on the run. Loda poking away at him, has the dagger available. Sayoma trapped in the tree is going to commit. Oh, Nuts won't get him either. It's 2 more additional kills for Lights now. Solo retreating out. Might be the 3rd grab. Pasha only now returning with a level 1 Flame Guard. Still doesn't have his level 2. Ake low, ticking down. So the Lightning looks like he should barely survive. Yes, he does. 5 HP. Solo diving for this, but gets slowed down by Loda. Won't be able to get in range. Ends up being a big old win for Team Alliance. Now leading 3-0 with Bulldog getting his levels. S4 off to a decent start mid lane. Slightly out CS by no one, but has the bonus goal to the first blood to make up for it.
You could see how Disruptor is actually really weak versus 3 heroes. He doesn't really offer too much, and Alliance had more damage in that engage, and NS was actually also really tanky.
Looks like AA will suicide to the neutral, so buys his TP, buys his magic stick, and gets the free trip home. Everything looking really good for Alliance.
This lane is really tough for them right now. I think maybe on the bottom lane is probably the best lane for Vega right now. Clover actually managed to get a lot of mana burn done on the Omni Knight, so he's actually quite ahead in terms of CS against Bulldog.
And no mango for Bulldog.
He has the Orb of Venom though,
Yeah.
so he can trade fairly well.
Yeah, look at Max CS, 14-2. He is having a great time, and something Bulldog has to be respectful of.
Yeah, he can start to try and kill him because he doesn't have mana now.
Yeah, I think if he gets to level 2, oh, he has skilled it up. If he gets Bulldog maybe down to a 3rd health, or a 3rd health missing, he can try to go for the kill.
Bulldog needs to be very careful since he doesn't have mana on this lane. No, another power cogs knockback, and he doesn't have a stick as well because he couldn't buy it. The lane is always pushing up. So this lane I think is going to be really tough for Bulldog from now on.
Nuts is on the prowl now, still. Not yet the 4-minute mark. Still daytime. TA will grab her boots, it looks like, and no one already on the Bottle Crow train. S4, he did secure double damage rune early. So he's having a decent time here mid now, able to catch up a bit in CS. Mid lane a wash, bottom lane being won pretty heavily by Vega. But the off lane so far, WinteR, the most important one has been an unmitigated disaster.
Here comes Nuts, he's going to get trapped in the eye shots. It looks like he's going to go down here.
They have chains available. Snowball trying to dodge away from the cold feed perhaps, but he will get held in position. And Ake from the high ground lays into him, needs one more auto tech. Loda has the dagger, has the vision, should be able to get the kill. Indeed he will. A 1-4 score.
That was still a good trade for Alliance since they got PA got the last hit on the kill, and for Vega they actually got the kill on the tusk, so the carry of Vega didn't actually get the extra goal from that engage. So I would call that a victory for Alliance. And now the Night Stalker is going to rotate down to the safe lane, the off lane, and he's going to try and get a kill on Mag, but Bulldog again still doesn't have mana.
There's an Invis rune bottled up by S4, and they look to get aggressive here. Nuts working on the courier. Can't quite finish it off though. Instead, Bulldog will get to pressure this bottom lane a little bit more. He's already hit level 5 WinteR. He's got a soul ring now. Much more difficult to take down at this point, even if he gets off the cogs. Can always just soul ring, pop the heal, and at that point Mag is...
Yeah, but I'm still quite surprised he went for 2 points in the degen. I thought he would actually want to go for 1 repel against the Clockwork, just in case you had cogs. Okay, he's going to go for the repel at level 6. So he's going to be pretty much safe against the Clockwork from now on, and maybe he's going to start to catch up in terms of CS because he has 2 points in degen. It's going to help him in the lane immensely, and with the repel he can play as aggressive as he wants.
Triple stack of Ancients now, your standard Templar Assassin Dota. No other stacks that I'm noticing in the Radiant jungle. As for the Dire side, stacking wise, they're
just too
nothing.
busy. They're too busy, and I'm surprised that I think the Night Stalker still hasn't went over to address the situation on the Ancients. Usually you see teams when they run Night Stalker against TA, then NS would actually rotate over to check the Ancients or even ward the Ancients very quickly. Top lane.
Dagger on the Sayoma. Loda have to be careful here. It's only a level 1 glimpse though, so not the highest skill potential. And they're going to jump in onto Loda. Could glimpse him back. Could jump forward. He gets caught by the chains. Now a snowball. Loda grossly overcommitting. Will die for this. Nut maybe gets the trade, but is it really worth it? Snowball Ice Shards a ways off cooldown. Does have the Sleight of Fist. Can Mango for this? I think he's just in range.
Wow.
Pasha grabs him. Beautifully played.
Well played.
3-5 now the score.
Yeah, you could see when the Ember actually starts to get more levels, the lane actually starts to tip back into Vega's favor as the Flame Guard, they're doing so much damage and they didn't really use that spell to actually remove the Flame Guard from the Ember's field.
Bulldog in a bit of danger here. Does have the repel. They could chase this.
It's level 1 glimpse though.
Yeah, they could go for the hook there, pop the Mango, and then just wait out the repel, but they don't know where the rest of Alliance is. And in fact, the rest of Alliance is coming bottom, looking for a big grab. Mag caught out, tanks the Sonic Wave. Solo also trapped behind the trees. There's a heal available, but the rotation comes in. The one hero Queen of Pain ult may end up hurting Alliance as 3 heroes are trapped behind the tower. S4, the Blink's almost ready. Bulldog trapped in by the creeps. They show him no mercy. Doesn't have the Soul Ring. Will end up going down. Now Mag.
he missed the
S4,
scream.
Blink's narrowly missing on the screen there. Doesn't have a Shadow Strike either. And in fact, no one's on the chase. Trap gets deployed. Can he get in range of Nuts? He's not that fast with regular boots. And Nuts, one more auto tech. That looked like it was more than the max range, but barely able to grab him as S4 jumps up to the north side. They're still rotating. Tusk is in position. S4,
God,
no
he's
blink for
dead.
10 seconds. Snowball to start it off. Shards to follow it up. Sayoma hanging onto it. Mag ready with the cogs. Pushing him back over the
no.
shards. Actually saving S4's precious life. And now he blinks away. Alliance slightly dodging a bullet there as it looked like the whole 3-man rotation was going to get wiped.
Well, he was so patient with, he was trying to juke Sayoma. He was going left and right, but Sayoma still got the block. But that was unfortunate. The Clockwork actually pushed him over. He wanted to actually buy a little more time because he Mag knew that the blink was coming back off cooldown.
Look at the dive. Triple remnant forward from Pasha. The blink up by loaded. Not going to matter. They had the vision from the ward that Solo planted for a Thunderstrike. So another kill secured as Alliance continue to hemorrhage kills. Now, this
Here
game,
comes
once
Mag.
3-0.
Here comes
to
Mag, he has
6-6.
hook shot. They still want to go
4-man.
go in on this.
They see Ake as well. They've got the ward. They can go deeper. First focusing on Nuts and now getting range with the battery assault slowing him down. He tries to sprint. The vampire crawling back. Won't make it out. Mag. Hook's ready. He's going to grab Ake as well. Beautiful dives from Vega as they continue to crush Alliance, punishing them for the slight overextensions here and there. Ake, the next hero down. Back to no one.
Wow.
Who managed to grab... Actually, no. S4 got the haste.
You know, going back to the bottom fight where the TA TP in, you know the TA had brown boots?
Yeah,
and,
regular boots.
And Magic Wand, and he bought a TP even before he actually got any other items. That was how important they actually value the TP this early on. Even on the TA that doesn't have any upgraded boots, they just want to be able to actually help because they realize Queen would actually be looking to be more aggressive when you get the Sonic Wave. So the TA actually responded by grabbing that early TP and it actually paid off.
Yeah, you look back at the bottom fight, S4, he throws the Queen of Pain out, only hits the
On
Clockwork,
Mag,
who
yeah,
was
only
full
on
health.
Mag.
I think that's the other thing that really hurts Alliance there. If that's a 2-hero ultimate, you get out quicker. Disruptor is less of a factor, but hey, give credit to Alliance, or rather to Vega. Good rotations. They have been on point with their responses.
Yeah, I mean, you said it's like a one-man wave, but because he tried to speed things up when he saw the TP coming in on the TA, so he actually didn't have much time to make a decision. That's why he felt like he was forced to actually try to burst the Clockwork from full HP.
What do you think of the Bulldog build here, WinteR? He's going into phase boots. Now, I know Omni Knight, it's a hero that we've seen a lot of different ways to play him. We've seen more of like that, even semi-carry Omni Knight at times.
He's very farm
Support
though.
Omni.
He's very farm, so I think it's okay for him to actually use this build to actually dominate the lane. But obviously, when you are talking about Omni Knight team fighting, you rather have Arcane Boots. That is like, no, I don't think you can have an argument for that. Phase Boot just generally provides him more with even the movement speed.
Not in a lot of trouble here. Pasha is going to have a Remnant, lets it slide. Goes more available, can go in even deeper. If he gets the 2-hero chains, that would be big. But Bulldog arrives, gets the 2-hero heal bomb, and now Alliance hunting Vega. Pasha, Remnant ready, jumps down. No, he doesn't make it over the cliff. And S4 punishes him, pounding him with the Sonic Wave.
Well, he really
They
wanted.
even things up, a 3-hero smackdown.
He
They only
really
lose a Night
wanted to
Stalker.
save. He really wanted to save the Sonic Wave there, but at the end he still actually
Worth
let
it.
it go.
I think he was expecting Ember to get over the cliff.
Oh, no
actually.
one is gonna get caught here. Pasted on
Trouble.
S4.
No one to save no one, and down he goes.
Well, Mag was there, but he didn't want to be that extra casualty. If
He
he
does
actually
have
went
hook
in.
shot. Nah, Bulldog. Healing himself up.
Yeah, going back to the point where you were mentioning about the phase boots, I think he's gonna get hook shot, so we have to wait for that. He's gonna repel himself, but he doesn't
Can't
have a
with the
TP.
battery assault. Needs a teammate here. Just gets it off now. Bulldog now turning things. Mag ends up going
Oh,
down.
that was the buff. You realized the buff to he had a better cast point in purification. He couldn't cast repel, but he could actually cast the purification.
How different are they?
I think the old purification you can't actually cast during the battery assault.
Yeah, because I saw him kept on trying to. He kept
He
on
was
trying to cast
casting
repel and it
repel,
wasn't
yeah.
working.
It wasn't working. Then he tried to cast purify, but purify had a better cast point, so he was able to get it off.
I'm curious how different those are. Maybe even a slight difference though can be enough versus the pesky old battery assault.
Yeah. In the end, he probably had actually saved his life. He might have actually died there. I'm not so sure. But the phase boost will actually provide him in terms more of positioning in team fights because of the movement speed you get. So even though he doesn't have the arcane boots to actually sustain, like generally even soaring alone is not enough.
Flip, static storm, good catch. S4 in danger. Bottom lane, triple remnant. Grabs the kill and they just make it out of the ice blast in the nick of time. But Bulldog, the damage is enormous. Runs down the disruptor. Heal bomb will finish him off.
He was not able to actually save S4 there. He kicked it down into the static storm there. So that was unfortunate. He almost managed to be able to save S4 from that death.
Nice combination from Vega. And we are seeing them start to move around a bit as no one cleans up the Ancients now. No dire vision of this. They did drop a sentry just to make sure it wasn't warded.
I'm surprised Mac is actually still going for a blade mail in this game when there's an Omni Knight. I actually felt that 4-staff would have been really useful because their heroes are really good at chasing you down, the Queen and the PA. You want to have the 4-staff to actually force them to use one extra blink to chase further, then things might actually change. The fight will actually change because they are forced to overextend into a deeper position. So I actually felt that the 4-staff could have been more useful.
Where do you see the team strategies diverging here, WinteR? What's the approach from each team over the next 10 minutes or so?
I think Alliance would be looking to more of team fight because they have top lane, solo.
Dive on the solo. The Ice Blast off the mark. Not the best shot by Ake. Looks like they may get the solo kill anyway. Loda, dagger available. Finishes him off, but it gives time for the rotation. Now Loda hooked. Trapped deep behind enemy lines. Has no blink strike targets. Has no way out. Well, aside from enemies. And will end up going down. So, a 2-for-1 there. A support for a support, but most importantly, Loda dying en route to his completed reign of Aquila.
That was not worth it with Loda going down there. So I was mentioning that I think Alliance would be looking more to team fight with their, I think, 3 big ultimates, the Ice Blast, the Sonic Wave, and obviously the Guardian Angel from Bulldog as well, whereas Vega has, I think they have more luxury of choosing because their heroes can actually speed push with the Ember and the TA. You can also take a fight with the Static Storm with Disruptor. Like
they're going to drop it onto Bulldog. He's trapped inside the Static Storm, but nobody else is following this up. Good job keeping him away. Nuts preventing the follow-up initiation. Still, they dive Bulldog. Level 4 repel. It's a level 4 repel. It's going to be up for a very long time, so he should be okay. Now they turn onto Pasha, thinking about a heal onto Nuts, but doesn't want to catch himself in a compromising position as Nuts deals with the cold feet. DA swims back, it looks like, but now the chain's coming through. In the end, the Cloth Bolt finishes off one. Pasha, likely to be the second. Shadow Strike and slowed down. S4 has a blink at 5. Remnant back, jumping further. Stick Charge is also available. Does make it out.
Good TP
S4
from Sayama.
blink. One more poke. Not quite enough.
Very, very good TP from Sayama. Manages to get out there in the skin of his teeth. So Pasha is going to survive as well, thanks to that magic one. So overall, Sonic Wave expanded and they only lose a Disruptor. I think Vega can actually be satisfied with that result because it actually felt like they got outnumbered by Alliance there and it felt like they were going to lose more than one hero.
Alliance is starting to amp up the aggression though. As you suggested, we see a 4-hero movement towards bottom. Now they clear out the tower, they get down a deep ward, and they back off.
Bulldog is going for a mech as well. So he's going to be, I think he's going to need a mana item after this. Like soaring alone is actually not enough to sustain.
They tried to make up for this though because Nuts bought Arcane Boots on Night Stalker, and that is not the common build. So I think this is where Bulldog can get away with it.
This is actually a good adjustment because the Arcane Boots is not only going to help Bulldog but PA as well. PA would actually need that mana at certain stages in team fights as well. So that is actually certainly a really good adjustment by Alliance to actually help out. I think Bulldog is just mainly the recipient of the help. He really wants to have that extra boost of mana to be able to sustain the mech plus his triple spells. And I think he's going to go for a 4-staff next to actually help him solve that problem and deal with the clockwork at the same time.
Meanwhile, Queen of Pain jumping forward onto Sayoma, gets off the Shadow Strike as well as the Scream. Follow-up, though, isn't really there, and a no one. Meanwhile, cleaning out the Ancients. Almost has his Desolator. Double Mithril Hammer grabbed. A big pickup, potentially. And the meanwhile, Ember Spirit He's the one who's really saving up a lot of gold, and that's because he's got his boots of travel finally complete. Headed out now.
They're trying to split push right now because they realize it might actually not be a good idea for them to fight into the Guardian Angel, which is going to come online soon. I'm not sure if they actually counted it down, but no one's gonna get caught out by Nuts here.
Ice Blast looks like it will connect. God, he's slow with that Dagger Orb of Venom combination, but still has Refraction going. Now it wears off. A fresh one deployed in the Static Storm's there. Getting pushed back by Max Cogs. S4 in danger. They're going to lose the Night Stalker. Potentially S4 as well. He commits with the ultimate, but doesn't really finish anyone off. Now Loda in danger. Bulldog as well. Sleight of Fist cooling down in a very long time. 18 seconds. So he's going to need to do this the good old-fashioned way. Run him down. Burn his pants off. Ake retreating. Does get chained. Repel not going to save him now.
That fight was all Mag. He actually landed such a good hook shot into the middle of the fight, immediately separating Alliance forces. They were actually not able to take that fight right after that hook shot. He even got the hook shot on the most important target of all, which is Bulldog.
And the best part was the cog placement. It pushed the Queen of Pain back into the Static Storm.
Yeah, it actually immediately split up the fight, and Bulldog could actually not do anything. Oh no, S4 is going to get caught out here. Is he going to go down? Where's the Searing Chains? Ice Blast?
For timing there, the Yule Scepter, though, might allow S4 to get out. Screams, finishes up the tusk, blinks away. Ake the one to get the last hit. And now Nuts rejoining the fight. Mag has a hook shot soon. Mana, a bit of an issue, though, as they throw out a Lightning Strike onto S4, keeping him low enough. The dagger onto Mag could possibly finish him. The Orb of Venom, all the damage over time, ticking him down and denied by Pasha. So in the end, he's forced to retreat, but Nuts is going to be the recipient of a fresh, shiny Desolator. With that, he'll explode to one last lightning attack. Loda engaging. Thinking about a jump forward, but it's not to no one. He wants the supports, kills off the backliner, leaving no one to his own devices. Can he man-fight his way out of this? The evasion, missing one meld shot, but that one's going to connect. Loda, S4, jumping forward. No one, just a little bit more RNG, not enough. Loda will clean him up. A 3-for-1 there at the end.
Well, really, really good kiting from Alliance there. They actually moved the TA. Basically, the TA was like a little kid there getting played by all the 3 Alliance heroes. He was not able to do anything, and obviously the Guardian Angel as well, not allowing any damage to go through. So that was really good play from Alliance there.
And S4, WinteR, he went for an unconventional item build, the early Yule Scepter.
I saw him going this build the other day.
But it really worked out there, because he was able to just Yules, deal with the chains, and then jump away.
What game was it? Oh, it was the Dream League game against...
well, so much for that.
It was the Dream League game against Empire, where he was up against Slada and Bounty Hunter, so he wanted to remove the track and the amplify damage. This game, it's actually good
just for the chains, I guess, and also to live through the Static Storm.
Snowball as well, like you can actually dodge the snowball with the use, and it has a lot of utility, this game as well.
Static Storm as well. You just Yules when you're in the midst of it and try to hang on.
And I guess he just wanted to make sure that he survives in team fight. That's why he's not opting to go for the quick arcade. Because if he goes for the quick arcade this game, he might actually just die towards the TA. There's so much burst from TA and the Disruptor and the Tusk. All these heroes are really good against Queen of Pain.
TA still the leader in terms of net worth, and the Ember Spirit doing quite well. Pasha right there neck and neck with Queen of Pain and slightly ahead of Loda. So Vega, the core's farming well. The support's a bit behind, but overall, WinteR, we're having a very even game here early on. 19 minutes in, only the slightest of discrepancies in gold.
I mean, it's even in terms of gold, but the main issue right now is Loda is far behind in terms of net worth because he died a lot in the last few fights, whereas Ember hasn't been dying too much. He only has 2 deaths, so his net worth is actually much better than the Phantom Assassin. So I think this is the issue that Alliance has to address soon. They need to actually help Lola get back on track in terms of net worth.
Solo, this might be death number 9. Already 8 racked up so far. The snowball comes through. Ice Blast, though, is going to connect along with a Queen of Pain ult on 3-4 heroes, forcing them all back. 2 down off the bat and looking for more. No one. Maybe turns here. Mag has a hook shot available. He bounces back S4. They continue to retreat. He could blink. He will. Scream. Shadow Strike follow-up. Blade Mail not even being activated, but he hooks to the low ground. Mag denied by no one. Vega with some cute plays, but doesn't matter. They're still going to lose a 4th. S4 survives. The lone man left standing is Pasha. BOTs are available. Not sure if they were cooling down during that fight, but never saw an opening to go in any.
He probably felt that the fight was already lost, so just push instead of trying to come and help the fight, which he felt couldn't be salvaged anymore. And Loda is going for a Basher right now. So he just wants to go for all the items that would actually make his Stifling Dagger broken spell.
Does he have the components yet for the Basher?
He should be getting a Basher. He got a belt.
Oh, I didn't see it. Jumping forward. There's the heal.
Oh
Pasha
no, he lost all
out
his
of mana.
remnants.
Used up all his remnants. Now the mech coming out. And the Ice Blast. Not even needed.
Oh, that was
Off with his head, says Loda.
that was a rare occasion that we see Pasha getting caught there.
You're right. He's got the Javelin. So Loda, with the early Basher grab, can give you that much needed lockdown versus
Yeah, it's
an
good
Ember Spirit.
versus the Ember, yeah. And it's also gonna provide him a little bit of HP to survive doing the team fights. But yeah, so Omni Knight is going to get his 4-star. Bulldog should actually finish it after they complete this Roshan slaying. Night Stalker, since he got the arcane boost, I'm not sure what he actually goes for next though, because it's a very weird item build for Night Stalker, but it's gonna help the.
I mean, it's always just Axe Gem, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you still go for the thing.
Little bit less mobile around the map, perhaps.
Because I'm thinking the other thing that could be useful this game, because he went for arcane, maybe you go for a Glimmer. Because you have that extra mana pool.
That's true. There's not that much magic damage on Vega, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you mentioned, it's always gonna be too good to pass up the Aghanims or Night Stalker.
Especially with the AA. I think that's where I'd still prefer
Oh,
the
Pasha, is he gonna get caught again?
Another Remnant Pasha. Able to
Okay.
retreat out, but forced into a defensive posture. And this is delaying his Battle Fury. Has not picked up another component here in a couple minutes. That death setting him back. And the one hero that's keeping up so far is no one. Up to 1900 gold. Right there with S4 as the two most farmed heroes in the game. And I imagine the Blink Dagger coming any moment.
Yeah, and it's gonna. So I was talking about the finance, so he's actually gonna go for an Urn, so just basically normal stuff right now. But I guess he's still gonna go for the Aghanims. I think it's just too valuable to pass up the Aghanims for something else on the NS.
Basher is ready.
Time
Let
to
the
bash
fun
with your
begin.
dagger.
Are we going to see that dagger bash? Come on, Loda. Show us what you got. Dagger? No bash.
Oh, he gets the bash on the creep.
There you go. Oh, there's the bash. Now the follow-up nuke's coming through. Silence on the Pasha. The quad bolts there. They do secure the kill.
Oh my god.
He had only a remnant over this tree.
He didn't have the remnant far enough though. Like twice, the two occasions that he died recently, the one on the bottom and the top, was as a result of him not placing the remnants very, very far behind. He was just very confident that he was never gonna die, so he didn't really try to place it like too far behind.
Perhaps a bit too overconfident.
Yeah, he was just too confident there, and it resulted in him dying twice in a row. And look at the net worth chart right now. Look who has overtaken. Oh, Mag's gonna get a solo kill on A.
Yeah, just a hook into a blade mail. Not a whole lot an Ancient Apparition with only Arcane Boots could do. Nice pick there by Mags. Now completing the Force Staff.
But they still have the issue with Amber falling behind now. So the PA has officially taken over. And next item for PA, maybe just more stats, I guess. SMY.
Yeah, there's no Diffusal Blade in sight. Doesn't need a BKB.
Yeah, I don't think he needs a BKB.
So then aggressive items, there's no
SNY?
SNY sounds pretty good. There's no evasion to worry about, so you don't really need an MKB for now. So yeah, I would agree. I think SNY is a solid grab.
Oh, bottom lane. Oh, he actually got the use on himself instead. Good stuff.
S4, not ideal, but still Mag may be okay here. Blinking forward, Mag with the jukes, S4.
Wow, nice juke.
Getting lost in the fight. It looks like he'll be forced to let him go in the end, while Solo chills in the tree.
It actually happens a lot though, like because he blinked way too close to the clockwork. That's why he actually got the click onto his own hero instead. Way too close for comfort there, my friend.
That mouse precision. You gotta be careful with it. But now as for another big item, Aghanim's coming out. Alliance just chilling around the Ancients, farming up, while Vega continue to just desperately try to get themselves back in the game as they have slipped down 5,000 gold roughly behind.
They have to try.
The Battle Fury very delayed.
They have to try and maybe at least get
The bash! The dagger bash on the Pasha! Wanted more, but didn't get the follow-up bash, so Pasha will be able to remnant away. Still, a threat of things to come. You imagine that with an Abyssal Blade?
You know, the dream would be a dagger bash, blink, and you get another bash after.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
then
the
if you
dream.
have an Abyssal Blade, you just Abyssal the Ember, and you can kill him from full health, probably.
So you actually think it might be a good idea to finish the Abyssal this early?
I don't know, maybe, but eventually it sounds like a cool option. It's just adorable to watch. This PA just throwing out little daggers of doom, you know?
Man, that dagger is like so scary now. Because he has
Especially
the
when
bash.
she gets more farmed and she gets like 1 or 2 more damage
Oh,
items.
bottom lane. Oh, Mag is actually gonna be able to use his cogs to actually TP out because S4 already used his use scepter there, so there's no way that he could actually disrupt that teleport. Well, Bulldog actually went for a use instead of the force staff, so I guess they do not have any force staff against the Clockwork. So not so sure about this one. So the use is actually gonna help with maybe removing the flame guard at top lane. See Loader gonna TP with a repel on him.
And no,
The
needs
bash?
the bash here.
Oh my god, that's
Solo
so
is so
sad.
sad.
That is so sad.
Well, while that was happening, they also lose the Night Stalker of Nuts bottom lane. So it ends up being a 1-for-1. Looks like a hook shot was committed for that. A Night Stalker for a Disruptor. Actually, overall, a win for Vega.
The Disruptor is actually more...
No, the Night Stalker's
yeah,
more
it's
farm.
more poor than the Night
They're
Stalker.
also losing right now, so not a huge win. Basically,
any
a
1
1-for-1.
for 1 trade is okay for them at this stage of the game because they're losing. Like you
And let's be honest, at this point, Solo's likely to die more, WinteR. He's 3-10 and shows no signs of being able to stay alive. It's the life of an underfarmed, impoverished support.
It's also because of the matchup though. Like against PA, it's very difficult to play as Disruptor. Like all these weak heroes, it's really hard against PA. You have to position yourself, and it's often times that if he really wants to kill you, he's gonna be able to dagger and slow you and catch you out of position.
What do you think of the TA build this game? She skipped a early Blink Dagger and went into a BKB.
Yeah, because he felt that he needed against the Ice Blast and the silence, the crippling fear, making him miss the poison. There's so many things that can actually make.
Oh, they see no one. Dagger comes through to start things off. He does have the BKB ready, and he's going to pop it
He needs to-
rather early. Goes for the TP out.
Bash?
Bash.
Not this time, Loader. Not this time, but
Mercy
Mag
was
is gonna
had.
get caught out.
Ice Blast there. S4 low. But we'll be able to survive until the Ember comes in, slides through, but did not manage to get the chains on S4. He'll jump away.
So Ember has his Battle Fury at long last now. 27 minutes. Not too shabby.
Very late.
Yeah, but he has the bots. Usually when you go bots Battle Fury, ideally you want to have it at maybe 23, 24. He's like a couple of minutes late because he died way too much.
So I guess for Ember, you need an early MKB this game, right, to deal with the PA?
Yeah, I think so.
And TA, I imagine, as well. That'll be a mandatory grab at some point for no one. Well, how are you feeling about the pace of the game, WinteR? Alliance, obviously, with a lead here numerically.
Yeah, I think Alliance.
Do you
is-
think they just have this late game? Are they on the clock to end it early?
No, they even if it goes to late game, they have a really, really strong lineup. Night Stalker control, vision control, they have Coup de Grace, they have Omni Knight. I mean, even if you go late game against Ember, like, it's still possible for them to win. Here we go, Loader.
Sayoma
The bash,
tanking, the bash, the dagger, the quap bolt. S4 collects the easy kill as Loda does the heavy lifting courtesy
Yeah.
of the bash.
You call that the kill steal, you know?
Has fallen.
This is going to become an incredibly annoying trend if the PA picks work.
Oh my god, they don't have any spells to actually push out the wave fast enough. Alliance is going to be able to do a significant amount of damage with this push.
Hook shot,
into
Mag
Arcade.
looking to punish.
Where's the force staff?
He
Where's
jumps
the
in.
force staff?
Arcade trapped in the cogs, let an ice blast fly, but no one goes to work. Oh, he misses the melt shot on Loda. Still trapping him in the chains. We'll finish him off as he blinks away. And now they glimpse back Nuts too. They get an earth charge going. Ember jumping forward with the remnant finishes the job.
Man.
No one, and they almost won another kill. Oh,
That was
looking
a
for the
result
third.
of not having a force staff because they didn't have a force staff. Omni Knight used his repel onto Arcade. That is not something you want. And Loda,
Your PA needs that.
when he was in trouble, where is the repel? The repel was on Arcade and he just immediately died after that. So I think that was a situation where it was so crucial for them to have the force staff. The use didn't help him do
Yeah,
anything.
one Yule's definitely not bad. We saw S4 survive a gank because of it, but
It's
I would
just-
agree with you. Having at least one force staff against Clockwork just is
Man,
always
one
a
is
good
sometimes
idea.
not even enough, dude.
Dyer's
Sometimes we
middle
see 2 or
has
3 to be
fallen.
safe.
Use, like, it has a lot of synergy with his items, with the face. He's really quick, so he can actually position himself in the team fights very well. But I think I could agree to that if someone else has a force staff, if someone else could actually afford to go for that item. But in this game, none of the supports can actually afford to go for it. And Arcade is actually even going for an Aghanim's, which I'm quite surprised. I think the force staff is really, really needed here in this game for them.
They did see Pasha pushing out the bottom wave. He swing towards the rune, grab a bounty. Up to 1,800 gold after that fight. Immediately activate it.
Man,
Invisor
that
now
was-
being grabbed by Sayoma.
that was
And
that
by
was
the
a
way,
real-
WinteR, Sayoma is rushing a diffusal blade on
Yeah,
Tusk.
I actually mentioned that earlier. He
Oh,
was the
okay.
one building. Yeah, but I just briefly said it that they were gonna need Tusk to get a diffuser, but he's gonna take maybe a couple of minutes more, maybe 3 or 4 minutes max to actually get that done.
Uh-oh. Bot
Firstly-
lane. Pasha scouted out here. Quap ult being prepped, wound up.
He should be fine though. He
Not
should-
used yet.
Wait, Does he have a Remnant? He should have a Remnant behind. Yeah, he has a Remnant.
He has BOTs as well.
Tower is under
Remnant
attack.
available. And
Wow,
jump
he-
back, but
oh
they
my
were
God.
waiting for him. The second Remnant comes out. Nuts is there. Where's the silence? There, they get it. And Pasha will go down. Could have
Wow,
BOT'd away
he
in the
should
tree.
have yeah, he should have traveled out. But that was also, at the end of the day, a nice
Dire structures
anticipation
are
from Alliance.
fortified.
They only sent S4 in front to chase him, and everyone was behind waiting for, like they were scouting and trying to look for the Remnant. So that
Ember.
was still a really good play from Alliance, wanting to force the buyback here from Pasha.
Ember does have the buyback, so,
So MKB done on TA.
uh-oh, this could be big. No Blink Dagger, though.
Yeah. Without the blink, it doesn't feel like he's gonna be able to position himself in a way that he.
Loda's going to take a beating, though.
Where's the repel?
There's the hook shot. He
Oh,
can't
no!
blink out. No help from Bulldogs whatsoever, and he will end up going down. Now the jump
my
forward. Pasha
God.
engaging. They did buyback on the Ember to try and take this fight. They'll trap out S4. He throws himself up in the air with the Yule Scepter, but bounces off the cogs. Again, Mag making the big
The 4
plays.
staff, they really need 4 staffs.
Adding up 2 crucial kills.
I really think they need the 4 staff, man.
Who's going to buy it now? Checking gold. AA going for the Ags.
It doesn't seem
Night
like,
Stalker
it doesn't
doesn't
seem
have
like
the
anyone
gold.
feels like it's a problem.
Bulldog can get one soon. He's got 2,000 gold.
I just feel they desperately need one.
I can't argue. I mean, who can argue with it after those cogs have won them 2 fights? That's the power of the clock, and I credit again to Mag.
I think he would have definitely lived if they had 4 staff there.
They're looking to take a Roche now. No one can tank this with the MKB. He does hefty damage. He's almost got his blink now from that one engagement. If they give him a Roche kill, he'll pretty much have it.
Who
This
are
is
they-
where TA starts to enter beast mode.
Are they going to give it to TA? He's going to even be able to sell if he really wants the dagger. I think he wants the dagger. You sell your Aquila, you get a dagger.
It's just so game changing. You jump in on the ancient apparition who has no force staff. That's a
this guy is
a one
dead
shot.
in one blow. Yeah, Arcade is going to be dead in one blow.
Maybe one
2.
meld and one auto attack.
Maybe
after.
maybe 2.
Yeah.
But he's going to be really close to dying from one hit. If he somehow takes damage from like the rocket flare or a shards, then he's dead in one hit.
Alliance losing a crucial bit of momentum as the game bounces Vega's
You know
way.
what? I have this feeling that he's just going to get agony on the Omni Knight instead of 4 staff.
Really?
I think so.
Oh yeah, he's got the point booster now.
But he had the point booster.
Oh, he
before
already
that.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because he had about 2,000 gold.
I think he's.
How is Ags? He's always with his team anyways. The Ags really that useful?
Does it increase,
They're not getting pushed.
Does it increase the time? No, it doesn't. Even
I think it's just.
Oh,
global.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, 2 seconds. So it's
Still, there's going to be a diffusal blade though. Will this actually change the course of the game?
I think 4 staff would definitely change the course of the game.
The thing is, he could get a force and still be on his way to the Ags.
Okay, if he seriously doesn't want to get a 4 staff, I think the 4 staff should be done on the A, at least.
Instead of going for an Ags.
Yeah. I think the Axe is not so valuable this game. for
But
them.
Force Staff is just not sexy, WinteR. Ags is sexy. These players want to feel good about their item purchases, you know?
How are you going to feel good when you're dying all the time?
Well,
Tell me.
you get big shiny numbers popping up when you
Tell
hit.
me, Gorman. Shiny numbers on the right hand side, which is death.
Yeah, if there's shiny numbers
If your,
popping up
if your
here
name is on the right hand side, I don't think
over on
you're-
this side, then they're not so happy.
you want your name to be on the left hand side.
That's true.
That's when you're getting the kills.
Well, the death notifications have been going more and more the way of the Radiant, as we can
Wait.
see a peppering of green dots.
Did he sell his item? I thought he had a staff of wizardry.
Oh,
Hold on.
Temple's defense.
I think he sold his item. He actually bought.
sorry,
I think.
my brain's all over the place.
Nah, it was way way back. Like
2,600. Did he just change it out for the point booster?
I'm not sure though.
Because he
Maybe-
hasn't gotten any more
Yeah,
gold, really.
maybe he did. I didn't really pay attention what he was doing there.
He's only got 300 more gold, so if he sold something, it was a while ago.
Okay, here we go.
Haste to no one. Who needs blink when you've got the haste? He's
One
going
shot.
to get vision. Jumps on S4. That is not an easy kill. But if it's also missing. We're hoping for the glimpse into Static Storm, which they will not get now. Repel is going to counter it. Well played by the Dong. Now no one. Silence has the BKB, has the Aegis. Alliance just kiting, controlling no one a bit. Tanks the MKB mini bash.
And once they get the double MKB on their cores, it's going to be really difficult for Alliance. Right now, with the TA completing his one, and Amber is going to have his MKB in a bit. He only has the Demon Edge at this moment.
Speaking of Aghanim Scepters, Clockwork very close to completing his, which
And he has
further
He has
reinforces the need for a force staff.
He
Now
has
you're going to
had
have the
such a
12-second
great
hook
game.
shot.
he has had such a great game on this Clockwork Mag. Even though I felt like the Blade Mail wasn't necessary, but he still had the impact that he needed for them to actually win a couple of really, really crucial team fights with the hookshot and the power cogs.
And now Vega begin the siege. They park TA in front. Lays into the tower. No one on the Templar Assassin. Gonna quickly demolish it. And
he's gonna get an Aghanims.
now they go down mid.
He has Aghanims on the Omni Knight for this fight.
All right. Well, the Dong.
So it's gonna be a 10 seconds ultimate. That's
Gonna have to jump in at some point. No one quickly dealing with the tower at the same moment. Clockwork's eggs also arrives. So now it's a 12-second hook
They
shot.
have diffuser on the tusk, so that is very, very crucial for Vega. They can actually just purge the repair and kill the
Flight of Fist comes through. No one dropping the trap. The hook's there. Onto S4. Do they blink meld? Follow this up. Static Storm waiting. S4, no BKB, no easy way out, but he's just going to walk away. The repel actually not enough to save him. He ends up going down. Now Loda could be next. One more auto attack. Jumping in. No one. Slaughtering Alliance. Hurting them back to the well. It's a massacre. Bulldog. Push back on the cogs. No way out. S4 will buy back, but still no one hanging onto the agents. This TA is way too powerful. Almost killing him off an additional time. And the Glimpse is ready. They don't need it. Pasha grabbing the triple kill, but no one doing the lion's share of the damage. Ake slaughtered again as well. This might even be GG right here. That's a dieback on the Queen of Pain. Age is still not expended. 5,000 gold on no one. And top lane is available.
This should
they
be
want to
double
go
X.
for the
This
2
should be
lanes of
double
grass.
X. Yeah, this should be double X. They have the Desolator on TA. They have so much damage. They definitely can go for the double X here. Queen of Pain, 60 seconds. That's even if you have Night Stalker and the A up right now, there's no way they defend this.
No one just got so big so fast. He's 10-3 and 8, 22k net worth. There was a point this game WinteR maybe 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, where he was less farmed than the Queen of Pain. And now, you wouldn't know it. 8,000 gold ahead. And about to be even more so as he continues to just have a free time of it at the shop. What's he buying now? It's a Daedalus. It's coming out. And any hopes of the PA man fighting the TA have gone out the window.
This is not even close for an Assassin's duel for the TA versus the PA matchup. This TA is not going to stand a chance at all.
PA, you mean?
Yeah, PA is not going to stand a chance.
Let me tell you, TA is going to stand a chance.
Obviously, dude.
That's not
even standing a chance.
That's my brilliant analysis of this situation.
TA is going to crush that matchup, obviously, with his like item advantage.
Well, WinteR, you harped a lot on the lack of Force Staff.
You always
is
say
that the reason? Is there anything else Alliance could have done differently here? No. Or is that the one thing that's holding them back?
They played the game really well. There were a few couple of like maybe small mistakes, but it didn't really lose them the game, you know, those mistakes. And you talk about one ring to rule them all. This is the game where one Force Staff to rule them all, at least, you know. Without the Force Staff, they just really couldn't deal with Mag at all. I think they felt like they had it under control with the repel. Maybe that's why they didn't go for the Force Staff, but I felt like because they just relied on the Force Staff, the repel all the time, and you can't really repel everybody. And when they needed to repel on the crucial target, you repelled the person that's initiated by Mag on the Clockwork, and the other guy dies.
Did you see what Sayoma did with the Diffusal Blade in the last fight? Because he used 4 charges. Did he just purge Guardian's Angel off of everyone? Or
maybe. I wasn't paying attention. I knew they were
I just saw everyone dying
They
so
were just
fast
crushing
anyway.
the fight, so like 1 second, 2 heroes dead, 2 seconds, another hero dead, so...
Brutal stuff. And now they've got double MKB. Pasha grabs his as well. So PA officially squishy.
They need more than a Miracle LD here to actually turn this fight around. Somehow a Miracle Ice Blast on...
It feels like they need a 6-slotted PA now. Because Vegas cores
good luck having a 6-slotted PA.
Yeah, good luck. No Battle Fury and Loda.
I'm afraid time
CS is lower than the Embers.
I'm afraid time is not on your side, Loda.
Alliance, they may have made it into the Frankfurt Major, but Vega showing them who's boss.
Oh my god, look at the damage!
Almost cuts Loda in half. He did commit his BKB rather early though. No one, not ideal though. Glimpse back S4. He's alive for the moment. Bulldog hanging onto the repel.
They should be playing this safe and backing off.
Glimmering, no one. He'll retreat even further. Solo waiting for the backstep. That's an Aghanim Scepter revealed together with the hookshot cogs combination. S4 is just gonna drop in a matter of seconds. Solo with the big bait in and counter plays. And now they march
that
forward.
That hook shot was so beautiful again from Mag. Man,
also from Solo, that was a great ambush in the trees.
GG, very, very well done by Vega.
Well, if there are any questions as to whether or not Vega is a flash in the pan, I think we're getting our answers now. Alliance has played better than ever these past few days, and they are no match for Vega.
They were playing really well. They won their lanes, their tri lane, try versus try. and they started to make rotations with. He changed his name, by the way, not My Nuts anymore. It's Nuts. So he made a few successful rotations with the NS, and again Vega, even though they were behind from the laning phase a bit, but the TPs, the teamwork of Vega having the early TP when the TA had only brown boots. I have never seen a TA TPing into early fight with just brown boots.
She was so slow. She actually got kind of lucky there because there was an auto attack on the Night Stalker that definitely looked like more than max range.
but that was like enough to actually pressure. As for when he blinked in, he saw the TP, he was like, okay, I have to drop my Sonic. We have to burst someone down right away. He dropped the Sonic Wave on one hero, which is Mag, and the TA just TP'd in and finished the kill off. So that was a brilliant TP. It was just a TP, but it was so brilliant. It changed the course of the game. That was I think the first Sonic Wave, maybe not the first one.
I think it was the first one. He was like level 8, and it was the first.
Oh
time he
yeah,
left
because
the
I
lane.
was talking about when the Queen has level 6, so the TA sees the opportunity to get a TP because he knows Queen is going to rotate. So that was really good play from No One.
Well, Alliance, they have been experimenting possibly more than any other team, WinteR, in terms of their picks. PA Omni Knight this game, we've seen all kinds of crazy stuff from them.
It was a good draft though, honestly. If you look at how they were executing the team fights, how they were actually running the strategy, it was just the downfall that they didn't have the 4-staff. I think that was the biggest Achilles heel for their lineup. They didn't have the 4-staff.
I like the fact that they're experimenting, and ultimately, although the Summit is one of the larger events this year, everything is mostly about the major for these teams. So they continue to experiment, but it does not pay off here in Game 1, guys, as Vega, your ESL 1 New York champions, bounce out to a quick 1-0 lead. Time for Game 2. Let's see if Alliance can bounce back, or if it will be a 2-0 sweep. Stick around. You're watching the Summit 4.